back to LA, back to the story at hand. Yes, so we're all together. We're having a little shindig at the Hollywood Hills Airbnb.
That wasn't just a shindig. That was way bigger of a night than I thought it was going to be. Because we're up at 5 a.m. and everyone was still up. And high as fuck, drinking like fuck. Everyone was like either drunk or high or both.
Yeah, it was a good night.
There's some random people there that I don't even think I really met properly, and they were just kind of dead on the sofa upstairs.
I feel like I knew everyone there. We had like a dinner first, and that was nice. And then we went back to the Airbnb, and we're drinking. And everyone was aware we had to be up at like 11 the next day to go to San Diego. But, we didn't really... Who cares about tomorrow, right? So at one point in the evening, someone comes up to Bucks and myself.
Wait, this was at 5:30 a.m., by the way. It was like 5 a.m. It was so late. I feel
like by the time we did this, it was like around 3, and then maybe like... Because I went home...
What time did you go home? Before 5?
I don't know. But anyway, at some point very early in the morning, Bucks and I were approached and
by Jordan
asked the daunting question, would you guys like to do an edible? And Bucks and me looked at each other. We were like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sweet. Not that much, though.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Little amount. No, like 25 mg? 25 mg? And we're like,
yeah.
Whatever.
25.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
That's
we've been
fine.
there.
That's fine.
So they give us these 2 little pills, which at the time I thought was a gummy. And I put it in my mouth and I crunch and like immediately regret it because my mouth is just filled with liquid. It was like a capsule with liquid inside it. And then everyone's like, did you just chew it? I was like, yeah, I thought it was a gummy. It tasted so bad. I just like chugging water, trying to get it down. You didn't make the same mistake.
I don't even remember.
No, you did. But anyway, one way or another, the edible was consumed. And then about 5 minutes later, Ryan just starts laughing and going, you guys fucked up. You guys fucked up. We were like, what are you talking about? And then they go, it was 100 mg. We didn't realize.
Fucking power
so
pill.
what happened the next day? Jordan revealed that Ryan will always try to like jokingly try to fuck with people. Like he'll give them this Thizzy, which is like a weed vape, and say that it's a nicotine vape, just to fuck with them. And Jordan was like, "Oh, I want to fuck with people," so he got the 100 milligram pills, knowing they were 100 milligrams. And he's like, I'm gonna get Fitz and Bucks. And then apparently, like a couple minutes after he gave them to you, he just instantly regretted it, and that was how Ryan found out. Because he was like, "Fuck, this was a terrible idea. Why did I do it?" And he told Ryan.
Literally drugged you.
I mean, it's to be fair, it's not a very cool thing to do.
No.
Like
evidently, the next day we were fucked. Everyone
you
on that
were
bus
absolutely
was like,
destroyed.
Well,
we both slept the whole way, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, after we did it, you and I were panicking when we found out it was 100, and we kind of went on a little quest, remember, to find Ryan, because Ryan was just missing. He went missing for some reason. He just went to take a shower, but to you and I, we were like, this is a mystery and it must be solved. And we were looking around this entire Airbnb, which had multiple stories, like opening doors, looking inside. I was like doing a funny like accent the whole time. And then we went downstairs and we were kind of just like, are we going to be okay? Like, are we actually going to be okay tonight? And we couldn't discern. We could not discern. I decided to go home for my own good. And I think that the edible hadn't even kicked in at this point. Like
it wasn't.
It took a while. In fact, I don't even think it kicked in.
It didn't even kick in until like the morning.
Well, I think it kicked in while I was asleep.
Yeah.
Because I went to bed.
Getting up was so hard. I couldn't physically open my eyes. They were fucking just like.
Yeah.
It was like literally doing like a fucking pull up with my eyelid.
I went to bed at like 6 a.m. and then I wake up and, LA apparently just doesn't fuck with curtains. And like so all my windows were open and the sun was just blaring into my room. And I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, we have to leave in an hour. And all my stuff is like unpacked and I'm in the wrong Airbnb. So I just get up, I get in the shower, I shower with my windows open, expose the entirety of LA, just completely fucked off my face on this 100 milligram edible, which is now kicked in. And I'm just like, somehow, dude, I got it together. Like I just went through my motions.
It was very surprising after I found out. Because I woke up that morning and I go upstairs and Bucks is on the couch looking straight up, just like this.
I was just trying to keep my eyes open for more than like 10 seconds. Like, please,
and I'm like,
please.
I'm like, hey, what's going on, Bucks? And I dap him up and he just goes, I'm so fucked up. And I was like, why? What happened? And then he goes, I got drugged. Someone gave me 100 milligrams last night. And I thought it was like 15.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, are you still high? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just the start. That lasted a long time.
It did. It lasted all day.
Literally all day.
We had to be back at the original Airbnb at 11 for the party bus, which is what was going to transport us to
San Diego,
which didn't sound very fun, when you're on 100 milligrams. I was kind of just like, can't we just
I
Uber?
just wanted to stay.
Yeah.
At that point, I was just like, I need to just sleep.
But somehow we got it together.
I was at Fitz's Airbnb and had, because I didn't go to the party, so I was perfectly rested. I woke up in the morning, I had some breakfast, and I was like, I wonder why Fitz is taking so long to get up. And I had no idea. And then I didn't find out that Fitz got drugged until like halfway through the day when we were on the party bus. I was like, oh, that's why he's so like fucky today.
I feel like I was pretty composed though. All
No,
things considered,
you were
though.
composed, but basically asleep all day.
Yeah.
I was just like,
It's like my whole body was asleep, but I was somehow present.
yes,
That's what it felt like.
yes,
You
that
were
is
more
exactly what
present
it
than
was.
Fitz.
For the start, and then I just...
Fitz was coma.
Yeah.
Well,
Fitz was coma
you had a
pills.
blanket. I was jealous. I saw you had a fucking blanket and shit.
We had
and
this
like, sleeping.
We had this ridiculous party bus, which was just not the vibe for me.
It was blaring music, and everyone was drinking Four Locos.
It's fucking brothers.
The
Four
trip to
Locos.
San Diego should have taken 2 hours, and it ended up taking 4 because everybody, when we got into the gas station, everyone bought beer, Four Locos, and just a bunch of alcohol
hate
and
Australians.
snacks, and then they just started sinking it. Throughout the entire trip, we had to make like 5 bathroom stops. We were 10 minutes
Genuinely,
away.
that's not
we
an
were,
exaggeration.
We were 10 minutes away from, I think, where we needed to be with Goop. And then they were like, yeah, we got to go to the bathroom. And it was like, are you serious? You can't wait 10 minutes. And they're like, nah. So we had to wait. Had to wait another 30.
It was funny. This was like the Misfits party bus, but all the Misfits were just dead, and everyone around us was just like having a party.
The brothers were
I
going
was there.
off.
I was there for most of it.
Yeah,
I
you were more
I was
awake than
I
us.
was pretty awake.
But yeah, I was just like I wasn't even that bothered by it. I found a little corner of the bus. I was able to kind of black out the music, and it was like being on the flight again. I wasn't awake nor asleep. I was just in a state of meditation.
It was like being on a
hibernation.
flight. It was like being on a flight to like a lad's holiday.
Yeah.
Without the
Fucking Malia,
alcohol,
like-
if we didn't have to stop every 20 minutes or whatever, and it was just like a trip where everyone was just chilling and having a good time, it probably would have been a really nice way to travel.
Yeah.
Like with
Yeah.
that many people, would have been fun.
I mean,
it was
we went
fun
back
anyway.
on it
Yeah.
on the party bus.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
the one that we
It
went
was
back
alright.
on was a lot smaller and less
That's-
comfortable.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we eventually get to San Diego, and I'm still in a state. We stop somewhere, and then the doors open, and all of a sudden, like Smitty gets on the bus, Cryos gets on the bus.
Oh yeah, I
Goop,
was so
the entire- like, the
confused.
entirety
there
of
were so
Goop.
many people.
The entirety
None of
of
us
Goop.
knew that was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Call Me Carson, Ted, Cooper, Travis, Noah, fucking
Schlatt.
Everyone.
and then all of their friends as well, like a whole bunch of just like people from their circle that we didn't know get on this bus.
And the bus was pretty full, like
It was
before they
so
even got
full.
on.
I think I've got a picture of it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
It was a
insane.
lot of people.
It was like 30 people in there.
Was anyone like standing or anything? Or
Nah,
People
everyone
sitting on
was
each other's
down.
laps a little bit. I mean, the bus wasn't like a traditional school bus. It was just 2 rows of seats horizontally, so everyone was facing each other. So everyone was like looking to the side. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get you.
So yeah, I mean, and this was my first time ever meeting Call Me Carson and Goop and all those guys. So their first impression of me was just this zombie. But I think I kind of held it together, and then we find out that we're actually supposed to be shooting a video with them at the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, they all pile in and we drive away. And for some reason, I had the idea that we were going to someone's Airbnb. I thought that was what we were doing.
We were told that
But-
we were doing this thing, by the way. We
Yeah,
were
I know.
told that.
Yeah, but then
I didn't want to believe it was real.
we pull over and everyone's like, "All right, we're getting out here." And then we get out, and it's
It's
just
a
this
fucking
enormous
zoo.
car park, and we're like,
Zoo.
"Oh no!"
We were at the
I
San
remember
Diego
that.
fucking zoo. And I had to walk out with my helmet and shit on. I was like not prepared at all.
And then there were more people at the zoo. Like Jameski was there. Raccoon.
Jamesky,
Oh no, Raccoon
Rack
wasn't there.
It was
JC
it
DaCosta was
yeah.
there. A few other people that we know from the online world. And then Carson does this little like presentation about what the video is going to be.
Which was just not planned at all.
No, it wasn't
really.
planned.
Presentation. He brought a presentation.
No, he just like
delivered a presentation.
yes,
He's
if you
kind of
can
just like,
imagine.
Carson presentation.
It's a zoo scavenger hunt.
Is that the Carson voice?
Basically.
No.
Anyway, this is several disorganized groups of little people get a camera and we all enter the zoo. And basically, I'm still fucked up, so I'm just treating this as like a nice evening with the lads at the zoo.
I'm wearing a nice